Hello friends, welcome to BioVidyalaya. I hope you all are doing very well. In our previous lecture video, we discussed about monohybrid cross and the laws based on monohybrid cross. That means concept of dominance and law of segregation. Here in this part 2 lecture video, we are going to discuss about dihybrid cross and law of independent assortment. Before going to begin, if you are new to my channel or if you didn't subscribe this channel yet, then please do subscribe. Your subscription is an inspiration for me to do more lecture videos like this. So please do subscribe and also don't forget to enable the bell icon. So let's begin. We know that Mendel's law of segregation, that is based on monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross means that is the cross between plants that is differ in one character. Here, what is meant by Mendel's law of independent assortment? Mendel's law of independent assortment states that the alleles of two or more different genes get sorted into gamete independently of one another. Or we can say that when two pair of traits are combined in a hybrid, segregation of one pair of character is not depending upon another pair of character. Okay. And this law of independent assortment is based on dihybrid cross. We know that di means two. So, this is based on the cross between plants that is differ in two character. So, let's see dihybrid cross. After that, I will explain this law of independent assortment. Okay. What is meant by dihybrid cross? Dihybrid cross means the cross between plants differing in two traits, or we can say differing in two character, that is called the dihybrid cross. In monohybrid cross, that is the plants differing in one character. Here in dihybrid cross, it is the crossing over between plants differing in two character. Okay. Mendel also worked with pea plant that differed in two character, that is called a dihybrid cross. He did a cross between plants that had seeds with yellow color and round seeds and green color wrinkled seeds. Okay. We can use genotypic symbol capital Y. Capital Y for yellow color, seed, small y for green color seed, and we can use capital R for round shaped seed and small r for wrinkled seeds. Which are the two traits? One is seed color, another is seed shape. Okay. See here, this is yellow color, round seed, and this is green color, wrinkled seed. What is the gametes here? Gametes. Capital Y, capital R, small y, small r. So, F1 hybrid is capital Y, capital R, small r. So, this gamete that will donate during fertilization and that will produce a hybrid. Hybrid means the trait has two different alleles. Here you can see two different alleles, capital Y and small y, here capital R and small r. That is called a hybrid. These F1 plants are called a dihybrid. These F1 plants are called a dihybrid. And the phenotype is yellow color, round shape. Okay. Yellow color round shaped seeds are F1 progenies. Okay. After that, F1 plants are self-fertilized. That means capital Y, capital R, small r cross capital Y, small y, capital R, small r. This is capital Y. Okay. After that, Mendel self-fertilized this F1 hybrid. We can easily visualize dihybrid cross using Punnett square with dimension of 16. Okay. So here, what are the gametes? Let's imagine this is mother and this is father. Okay. This is father and this is mother. What are the gametes here? Capital Y, capital Y, capital R, small y, capital R, capital Y, small r, small y, small r. Here also same, capital Y, capital R, small y, capital R, capital Y, small r and small y, small r. Here in the F2 generation, he got 4 different categories of pea plants. Yellow round. How many yellow rounds are there? Let's see. This is yellow round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 yellow round. Okay. Next, yellow wrinkle. How many yellow wrinkle? 1, 2, 3. 3 yellow wrinkled. This one. Okay. Next, green rounds. 1, 2, 3. 3 green round and how many are green wrinkled? 1 is green wrinkled. Okay. So, the phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. 9 yellow round, 3 green round, 3 yellow wrinkled and 1 green wrinkled. In this phenotypic ratio, we can understand that probability of getting capital R or small r allele in one gamete is not depending upon capital Y or small y allele. Did you understand this? Let's imagine that if the seed color and seed shape genes are stick together or they are linked together, then what will happen? The dihybrid cross should produce only 2 types of offspring, yellow round and green wrinkled. isn't it? Because this yellow color is linked with a round C shape and green color is linked with wrinkled C shape. That's why if this seed color and C shapes are stick together, then in dihybrid cross they will produce only two types of offspring. But here we got four different type of plants in F2 generation. That is because of independent assortment. That means these genes are not, these two genes are not linked, isn't it? These alleles are independently separating during the gamete formation and reuniting during fertilization. That's why we are getting four type of phenotype in F2 generation. Is this clear for you? So let's see what is independent assortment. So Mendel's law of independent assortment states that the alleles of two different genes get sorted into gametes independently of one another. See here, in this picture you can see that the two traits, that means eye color, one gene is coding for eye color and another gene is coding for eye shape. So the two traits are eye color and eye shape. Here this is long eye with brown eye color and this is round shape eye with blue eye color. And this hybrid is round shape eye with brown eye color. So from here we can conclude that this eye color is not depending upon eye shape. That means they are not linked. In another words, we can say that the allele a gamete receive for eye color does not influence the allele received for eye shape. That is due to independent assortment. So independent assortment state that the alleles of two different genes get sorted into gamete independently of one another, and this independent assortment takes place during the process of meiosis. That means meiosis 1. Okay, I think this is clear for you. Try to find out the answer of this question and comment your answer in the below comment section. Here I am winding up this video. If you like this video and find it helpful, then please click the like button, share this video with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe this channel to get more videos like this. Your subscription is the motivation for me to do more videos like this. So keep learning. Thank you.